I hope you guys are settled in for the next several weeks because we are heading for insanity. Insanity that we thought was not even possible, yet this is exactly where we're heading. And today, Max Kellerman of ESPN, someone that suffers from TDS, a very, very severe case of TDS, Max Kellerman came out and said something so unbelievably stupid that I thought it was someone trolling when I saw the quote, but then I actually saw the video and I'm like, are you kidding me? So we're going to check out what Max Kellerman has to say. But just understand that this is only a sample of what we're heading for. The next few weeks, we are going to hear the far left say the most insane things possible because they are obsessed with Donald Trump not returning for another 4 years. They are obsessed, and they're going to do and say whatever it takes to get this man out. They are willing to do anything. There's even a story about LeBron James and being behind an organization that's sending out text messages to the voters of Florida and trying to pay off felons, pay off criminals' fines so that these people can then vote. They're basically buying their votes and trying to steal the election because they want them to vote for Joe Biden. This is insanity. And I'm going to look further into that story, probably cover that over on Sports Wars. It's unbelievable. But let's listen to what Max Kellerman has to say. Now, one of the problems with this situation for them is that Kobe Covington called out LeBron and woke athletes. Kobe Covington of the UFC, big Trump supporter, called out LeBron, called him a coward because that's exactly what LeBron James is. And you know Max Kellerman does not like when Daddy LeBron gets called a coward, so he's going to have to take up for him. Listen to the nonsense that Max Kellerman says.
A few of the things he said when he talks about, like, Black Lives Matter, 93% of the protests are peaceful. The vast, overwhelming majority are peaceful. And by the way, the 7% that are not, they have a very broad definition of what's not quote-unquote peaceful. For example, if you block traffic or something like that, or if you respond to police provocation. And even then, a big percentage of that, that wasn't peaceful, is actually outside agitators, extremist right-wing agitators, posing as protesters in order to make the protests look bad. That's the first thing. When he talks about a few
extreme right-wing agitators are responsible for the riots now. That's the point we've reached now, where Max Kellerman is now blaming extreme right-wing agitators. We've seen the video, Max. We've seen the video from all across this country of BLM groups destroying cities, burning them to the ground, whether that be in Minnesota, whether that be in Kenosha, whether it's all over the place. And Max Kellerman loves to give some context. I love how they're all about context when it goes against their narrative, but they have no context when it's something that they're trying to push. They don't care about context then. No. We can blanketly paint the President of the United States as this or that, and anyone that supports him as this or that. Yet they want to bring context into the situation when we're talking about Black Lives Matter. Unbelievable. But this is the left. And again, get ready. The next 6 weeks are going to be absolutely insane. They are going to say things that you thought was never possible. And just when they say something that is so ridiculous that you think we have reached the point of no return, they will say something even crazier because they have obsessed over the fact that Donald Trump is the worst person alive for the last 4 years. They have invented this boogeyman in their mind. They do not look at the facts. They do not look at the reality. They do not look at anything other than they repeat what they are told to repeat. They download their information and they repeat it like the NPCs they are. They are non-playable characters in the game of life. They are simply there to download information from the mainstream and then repeat the information that the mainstream wants them to repeat. LeBron James says nonsensical things like, black people are being hunted the moment they leave their house. I love how Max Kellerman wants to give context and share data when we're talking about riots and BLM people. But he doesn't want to give any facts when LeBron James says black people are being hunted when they leave their house. That is the most ridiculous statement I have ever heard. But the reason people like LeBron James are able to get away with this is because people like Max Kellerman are the majority of the media. And they will not hold LeBron James accountable. They will not hold him accountable for the nonsense that comes out of his mouth. They will not do it. Now, I'm blown away by this. But this is the situation we find ourselves in right now. And I'm telling you, just pay attention, because in the next few weeks, you're going to hear things that you thought were not possible, but they will say them. And it doesn't matter if it's true. It doesn't matter if there's anything to support what they say or not. They will say it and they will push it, because it's all about the anti-Trump narrative. That's all it's about. My goodness, what a nonsensical lunatic world we are dealing with, and Max Kellerman is definitely at the top of that with his TDS. Max Kellerman and so many people at ESPN suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. It is a real thing. It is a real tangible thing that so many people are suffering from. It has taken down a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there that have fallen to TDS. That is the real pandemic we have going on right now. It is TDS. That is the real pandemic. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Get ready. Go out, vote in person. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just telling you that I'm voting for Donald J. Trump. That's who I'm voting for. You can vote for who you want to. Let me know in the comments below who you're voting for. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.